All right, those of you who are coming in on the various social media sites, thank you so very much for coming on in. Why is Stephen Clark on? Yeah. What are y'all doing? You trying to fix it now. Do what? But she said she gotta fix it now. Oh. I'm sure he likes that. He likes us. All right, let's see what we can do.
The views and opinions
There we
expressed
go.
in this talk show
Call
are
her.
those of the talk show host, the producers, and/or persons appearing on the program, and do not reflect the views and opinions of the SVP network. This program may include strong images and language and may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion advised. If you wanna know what's that is, if you wanna know.
It went to voicemail.
Text her and tell her they late for my show.
It's the funniest that you show. He's not afraid to tell the truth. He's the one that will inform you about all those jokers that are doing wrong. You cross the line and it's on. Sometimes the other dudes don't get it right.
They don't get it right. And just when you thought it was safe, it is absolutely positively not. And good Friday evening to you, and welcome again to Steal, the most controversial, the hardest hitting, the most provocative, the rawest, non-filtered, not giving a damn who we talk about, television talk show anywhere on the planet. Thank you so very much, each and every one of you, for being here with me on this beautiful Friday afternoon, hoping that your day has been simply marvelous, no matter what it is that you have been doing, whether you've been out working or whether you're one of the fortunate ones who can just sit back and take your leisure. So we've got an exciting program for you tonight. I'm waiting for a guest to arrive. They should have been on time because they all know I don't do late. But we've got, I want to deal with something tonight that I have dealt with several months ago. But tomorrow at the Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministries, we're going to be dealing with sex, sexual abuse. We're going to be dealing with rape with our guest, Dr. Janella McSwain. So we're waiting for Dr. McSwain to make her arrival. Check out Dell, because they probably would know which door to come to make sure that they get here. And those of you on social media, it ain't none of your damn business who it is. If you think, see, y'all gonna get put off the page early in the show. If you don't, I hope it ain't so, well, if you don't like it, get off the page right now. But it's a beautiful day, and I think that this is a subject that needs to be talked about, and this is one of the reasons that we're doing it tomorrow at the Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministries from 2 until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You know what I'm saying about that, Dale?
No, sir.
Huh?
No, sir.
Text her and tell her I don't do late. Okay? Tell her I don't do late to my show. So when the plane landed, they should brought themselves right on to the show because they were close to the airport. They're close to where we are. But we are going to deal with the subject because many of you as women, you went through being sexually abused, and even men. There are some men who will never admit that as children they were raped by their brothers or their uncles or their mama's boyfriend or something of that nature. Many of you as women, you've been there. You've been through the child molestation by family, mama's boyfriend. Many of you, even as teenage girls and going into your adulthood, you have also been with men who have abused you. So we're naming the show tonight. You said no, and they just wouldn't listen. There is no excuse, absolutely none, for sexual abuse. There is no reason that a man can give for raping a woman, taking a woman's virtue, or taking a woman's body. There is no excuse, whether it's your husband, whether it's your boyfriend. You know, I guess as a man who has been out there, that I never wanted none that a woman didn't want to give me. What's the fun in that? What's the intimacy in being intimate with a woman who does not want to be with you? So that's going to be our subject on tonight. I had planned something in during this period in the beginning of the show that we were not able to get into the system. 2 years ago today, about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I got a call from my youngest brother stating that our mother had transferred from this life into life eternal. And I had planned to do a tribute, but I didn't get to tribute into the system. I thought I sent it, and I've been busy all day. And maybe it's good that I did not. But when I look tonight at 2 years after, I get sometimes kind of upset with my mom, Mabel Lee Jordan. I get somewhat upset because I had no intentions at all of ever returning to ministry at all, none. In fact, I had already laid out the plans for a blues and entertainment club. Had it all mapped out. Gonna go and find a building where we could put a massive stage in, hold 500 or 600 people, do blues shows, promote blues shows, put the blues back on TV, and I was preparing to do blues down in the Delta, out of Lexington, Mississippi, Canton, Mississippi, and Jackson, Mississippi. And my mama, with her crazy self, I had walked away from church because I got tired of madness. She got me to go back to church. I started going back to church. Joined a particular church here in the city. And then as death was getting closer to her, and I don't think that death, for those who love God and have a relationship with God. I don't feel as though death comes as a surprise. I don't think that. I think that God gives you ample, I don't know whether it's warning or gives you the feeling or gives you whatever it is that he gives you that lets you know that, well, maybe you want to take some time and get some things in order. We often hear about people doing some strange things close to death. And normally when we hear that, we're talking about persons who have a relationship with God. And your relationship with God is a personal thing. And several weeks before my mother died, she said, you need to return to the pulpit, because she knew that where I was just a member. That's all I was. I was just a member. I was not up, I was not ministering. That even though there were ministers, and especially women preachers, that were part of that particular ministry, that I never got a chance to get up on a Sunday morning, which wasn't a big thing to me. But my mama told me, she says, you got to return to the pulpit. And I said, mm-hmm. I thought it was that medication that my mama was on. And I started having that compulsion to do it again. I had saw where my show was somewhat changing, and I was implementing some religiosity. Did I just make it one? Okay. So religiosity into the program. And I blame her. I get mad at my mom sometimes because I said, this ain't what I wanted to do. I want to just do the TV thing and do the promotion thing and make some money, and I didn't want to do it. So I made a deal with God when my mother passed 2 years ago today. I made a deal. I said, well, I haven't been in the pulpit to preach in about 5-6 years. If I can make it through my mother's funeral without breaking down, I'm gonna preach again. I'd be damned if I didn't make it all the way. I sung, I preached, I made it through, and still ain't out there. Okay, and on the 29th of April was her funeral. Let me just take somebody off because, see, I'm dealing with something. Let me make sure I'm taking off the right somebody. Okay. But as my mother was being lowered into the ground, I heard what she used to tell me and my brothers, man up. So Mabel Lee Jordan, here it is. It's your fault that I'm here and I'm doing what I'm doing as ministering is concerned. So I'm here. This was what I was born to do. This was the reason that young girl had this boy by the name of Thaddeus. And I don't play music I'm not playing any music on the show. So 512-8390 gets you a show, and then you can do whatever it is that you want. But tonight I did want to say this, that 2 years, and the death of a mother is unlike any other death that you may experience. And I grew up working in the funeral industry. And I buried a whole lot of other folks' mamas, but when it's your mama, it's a a little bit different. And 2 years, people say, well, it takes time. No, time allows you to deal with it, but time does not heal it. Y'all can use that one if you want. Time does not heal it. Time allows you to deal with it. So, Mabel Lee Jordan, wherever you happen to be this morning or this evening, I'm here, and I'm hoping that I'm fulfilling whatever it is that you thought that I should be doing. And my mom was always proud of me. No matter what it was that I was doing, whether I was on the radio, whether I was on TV. My mother, every now and then, even on the TV show, even in her sick bed, she would call in every now and then when I was doing the phone calls every night. She would call in on the show, and when I was on the radio, she just thought sometimes it was her radio show. She would call in on the show. So I just wanted to give that tribute since I did not have the video that was prepared. I just wanted to say, hey, rest on, baby girl, in the spirit, wherever you are. Understand that your oldest is going to be about the business that I've always been about. We're going to take a commercial break, and I'm going to see where my guest happens to be so we can get the Thaddeus Matthews Show and talking about you said no, and they just wouldn't listen. We'll be back after these commercial messages. All right, y'all. Let me go to the door for me. Y'all excuse me for a minute.
We're located at 3835 Raleigh Middleton Road. We're now offering the rental of our facilities as well. In our function hall, which holds over 100 to 200 people, you can have your weddings, your bake. Well, yeah. Okay, tell her bring her ass on. She holding up my goddamn self. Okay? Any showers, whatever your occasion happens to be. You can even rent it for your repasses. We have a pool-size commercial kitchen as well. You can also rent this massive gymnasium that holds over 6. What's that going on? This ain't no little radio show. They just come when you get ready. What is she doing? I don't care.
Thaddeus,
Yeah.
I broke down everything, I give Dell a copy. Did you wanna just go home and knock the $50 out for the commercial? Cause this where you at right now.
I get you for
Good thing. Huh?
Let me see if I got this, look.
Come, will you tell them come on?
But you, get in your seat, you the star. You ain't supposed to be in the door.
Tell them to hold up my damn show. Okay? Tell them get out the truck and come on in.
All right, y'all, I'm back. I had to go out them cuffs. Whew. I had to- They'll get them on the inside. Okay, they already late, holding up my damn show. Okay, y'all holding up my show. I don't start late. Okay? I don't care. My show starts at 7 o'clock. I don't do nigga TV. Okay? And I don't do excuses for my show. Okay, thank you.
Hi, ladies, and welcome to SCBTV. Everybody, we talk real nice.
We might, how many more commercials you got? 3? All right, we might as well gonna bring home the 7. So I can jump right on off into it. Dr. McSwain? How you doing? Get her a chair and let her come on. Whatever y'all doing, y'all should have already did. We're on TV time now. Patricia, you know I don't do the lady.
I just need the right information.
Huh? Y'all, you got lost?
Yeah.
It was,
got here
she
at
texted me
5
from here,
after,
and I
and we've been riding around.
Did you what?
We've been riding around, we would have been
Been
here
riding
at 5
around,
after.
around.
Yes,
You ain't got no GPS in that truck?
I was given Premier, not Premier Cove. It's a difference. I was given 3765 Premier.
You know how to call.
I couldn't text and drive when I got
You
to the
can't?
stop. No, I can't.
I do it all the
He
time.
does it all the time, so if you don't understand that
I'm
part.
not as well as you are.
That, when you say, I can't say all
Come
kinds.
on, doctor.
Please.
How you doing?
Come on, baby. I'm doing fine, doctor. Come on, give me a hug, sister.
How you doing? So wonderful.
I'm
to
doing
hear.
well.
So excited.
You excited?
Uh-huh. Yes, I
Mhm.
am. It's supposed to be, right?
Yes.
Did all of them?
That'd
I'm
be
gonna
fine.
get my hair together.
Yeah, you have a guy.
How did she get it on her page?
Huh?
How did she get it on her
We
page?
worry about her paper now. We finna do the show. I don't know. Deal with her. Deal with her, cause first of all, Dale deal with
There's
that.
a lot going on. My plane isn't here before, so it's a lot going on.
Where did you fly in from?
I flew in from Charlotte. My plane was 3 hours delayed, so we didn't get
What
here
did y'all
until
have wrong on the plane?
the hydraulics on the plane.
Oh, yeah, you want the hydraulics
With the
working.
plane, so I didn't get here till
Y'all want
4
the
o'clock. and
you want the
We
hydraulics
got in
working.
traffic, so honestly, it's, I supposed to be here at 12 o'clock today. So I had to,
And you're 2 miles from the airport to here.
well, Trish picked me up, we got in 5 o'clock traffic, we had to get to my hotel, we had to check in, I had
Where you
nothing to eat.
staying?
Where I'm staying at, Trish?
Hey, did you tell her
So it was.
Touch your mic. Talking to with Don.
Hey, how are you? Good evening.
Oh, geez. All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Don't stop, none, it won't be
Oh,
none. Yeah,
Jesus.
let's start.
I know. Cause y'all holding me up.
But it was no fault of ours, honestly.
All she had to do was call. I done came and got you. Get the Red Bull out the way,
We
baby.
here. Come on, Red Bull.
Put the Red Bull. I didn't know Red Bull came in a yellow can.
Thank you, yeah, a lot of things you don't know.
Ain't much.
Mm.
Mm.
When you speak, just make sure if you can lean in a bit, cause we couldn't hear you when you stand up, when you sit up.
All right, we ready to do it. Those of you on social media, we getting ready to do this. I'm so excited to have you. Oh, girl, don't be doing that now. Is it?
It really is an honor.
All right, I'm glad that. Where you from?
I'm from Birmingham, Alabama.
Birmingham.
Originally.
Okay, so where you living now?
I live in Atlanta.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, about 1 minute.
1 minute. Okay.
How is that, T?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
Anybody got a flyer? Got-
4, 3, 2.
And welcome back to the Thaddeus Matthews Show. My guest is here. She made it a little late, coming out. Where did you come out of?
Charlotte.
Charlotte, North Carolina. And they had some plane problems. The hydraulics on the plane wasn't working, and hydraulics is important on a plane.
Absolutely.
So, but we are glad to have you here in Memphis. Tomorrow at the Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministries, we're going to be having a sexual abuse symposium. And Dr. Max Swain is going to be the guest speaker on tomorrow as we deal with this particular subject. And I don't know why I'm froze on the screen. Somebody, okay. We're going to be dealing with this particular subject on tomorrow, and I'm going to be inviting all of you ladies as well as men here on tomorrow. Dr. McSwain, tell us a little bit about you and why this symposium is important.
Well, I was born in Birmingham, Alabama, and as a little girl growing up in the South, we were raised where everything was a secret. You didn't tell your mama business, you didn't tell what happened in your house. And because from the age of 5 years old, my 3 uncles, brutally molested, raped, and beat my sister and I and my middle cousin. My sister was 6, I was 5, my middle cousin was 5. And because of the abuse and the way that it cripples us as adults, especially us women, and my own lifestyle of promiscuity and whipping and running the streets and this man and that man and 2 baby daddies and stealing and just out of control self-destruction. And I didn't realize that until I turned 30, that something was wrong with me, that I was continuing a generational cycle, of high school dropout, Section 8, food stamps, welfare, poverty, just the same cycle that I began to, and I didn't realize until I looked at my own life and realized that I had to do something. I had to save my 2 sons from going down that road. So this symposium is so important because 1 out of 6 women has suffered some form of child sexual abuse in their life. And we have to break the silence. We have to start talking about this thing because what happens is it cripples us.
Do you find that many times when we deal with this subject, that mothers, let's deal with the aspect of the uncles and the family members that's doing the molesting. Is it always a case where other family members don't know, or is it we know but we're not going to do anything about it? We're just going to sweep it under the rug?
Well, one thing, it is easier, denial is easier, because once you own it, then you live with it. You understand what I'm saying? So it happened to grandma. You have to understand. It happened to grandmama. It happened to grandmama's mom. So, oh, that's just your daddy. Oh, that's just your uncle, girl. Go on with that. And you just don't talk about it. It's a subject we can't even talk. We can barely sit at our table and talk about sex. You know that.
Right.
So it's a subject that is swept up on the rug. And because we women think that we wear S on our chest. We're so strong because we have to be. And so then we go through life believing ourselves that this thing can happen to us, And one of the things that I get all the time, all over the world is, I can't talk about it because I don't want to hurt Big Mama. I don't want to hurt Pawpaw. I don't want the family, and it's a shame. The shame is what cripples us. It keeps us in where we at. And to be honest with you, it helps us make excuses for where we are in our life, And one of the things that I'm so grateful at 30 years old when I was in Birmingham, Alabama, on my birthday, when I looked in the mirror that I sat on my bed and I saw the old ugly Janelle. I'm so grateful that I didn't make excuses. Oh, my uncle did this to me. White man got me down, and I'm so grateful that I didn't even think of anybody but me.
So when you were 5 years old and your sister
Was
was
6,
6,
and my boy cousin was 5.
your boy cousin, he was molested as well.
Absolutely.
How did it all begin?
Well, I can remember so much of it as I got older, but I do remember being in the kindergarten. That's around that age. And I do remember my grandmother, we grew up in holiness, sanctified.
Oh,
Skirts and
yeah.
dresses down to our knees, and everything outside of Jesus was you going to hell, And so I remember my mother would leave us at my grandmother's house. And I just not seeing my mother for months and weeks at a time in the streets. And I remember that my grandmother used to crank up that station wagon, my granddad used to take her to church, and my three uncles would be, we're gonna get you, And I remember being so afraid, Thaddeus. I remember can you imagine being a 5-year-old little girl, and you're so afraid that these 3 big men laying on top of you where you can't even breathe, I had asthma. And I remember my grandmother leaving, and we would go up under the house, and lay up under the house with the dogs all day and get sticks and bricks because we're gonna fight, these 3 men. And we would come in the house, my grandmother would call us in the house, she was going to church. And I remember running for my life, it's just holding on to the bedpost, my sister and my boy cousin behind, and one by one these men, vicious, like animals, would just drag us. We had hardwood floors,
They would drag you through the house.
drag us, and in blood and coming out my knees. And that's why I call my book Rising Above the Scars, because of the scars that's all over my body for being tied up with stitching cords,
Wait a
naked,
minute, tied up.
to chairs like this, all 3 of us, and I sat in the middle. And I remember after the chase, they would catch all 3 of us and drag us, and my sister, she was a fighter.
So it would be something that they would do, how many,
It was 3 uncles, it was
Okay.
3 of them.
and they would all do this at the same time?
At the same time, and I remember my sister was the fighter, and I remember my uncle, one of them picking her up by her neck and choking her until she would go unconscious, and she would fight until she just gave up, and I was Wonder Woman. I wanted to be Wonder Woman, so I used to imagine that I had on my Wonder Woman cape, I did. So I had somewhere to go, when they got on top of me. I had something to believe in. So I would just lay there, and then like I was in my plane. It
So,
gave me somewhere to believe in.
What would they say?
It wasn't a lot of words. It wasn't a lot of words. It was a lot of crying and screaming for us. But I remember, bitch, I'll kill you if you say something. And I remember getting punched and slapped and stuck in our chest. And it was horrific. It was horrific.
So, was your mother or your grandmother ever told?
Well, I remember, I had syphilis. I think I came down with syphilis. I remember maybe between 5 and 6. And I remember my mother finally taking me to the doctor, because back in them days, you didn't go to the doctor. Anything wrong with you, they put a piece of bacon on you. Oh, I was going to say, I was going to go to cussing, but.
That's all right.
They put a piece of bacon on you, whatever, but I do remember that, and I remember my vagina being so raw and walking down the street, my legs. I remember that. I don't remember a whole lot about
They
it.
put bacon on your vagina?
No. I said back in them days,
Oh.
when something happened to you. But I'm just saying, when you asked me how do they know, I do remember, I was in the hospital, I remember my mother asking me, like, who did this to you? But when you're 5 and 6 years old, and somebody's beating you and choking you, they're gonna kill you, when you don't have a mother to love you, when you don't see your mother but once or twice a month, when you wake up and get kicked across the room and sit in the closet, who do you tell? Who cares? My mother never hugged me a day in my life. Never told me she loved me. I never had a birthday cake, birthday party, Barbie doll, So I began to think it was normal.
So do you find that women who have basically been in your shoes, that they come to believe, or they make themselves believe that this is a normal behavior?
Well, a lot of times, because you don't say it to anybody, nobody knows. So in your world as a child, I grew up in the 70s, in the South, you didn't ask a grown person that, you didn't talk back. We had a room called the back room, children stayed in the back room, you know what I mean? So you didn't talk to grown-ups, you know, and it was, you don't tell my business. I mean, we got beat, you know, we got whooped, you know, and that's the way it was. So how do you know next door neighbors are your friends, you know? And that's just the way it was. And so a lot of times, the denial keeps us safe as a woman, keeps us from believing it, keeps us from saying, that happened to me, because a lot of people will write me and see me speak and say, oh my goodness, you know, that happened to me, you know, and we don't talk about it, you know, we stay the victim.
So you go back and you mentioned your cousin, the male cousin. Many times, we don't think that this happens to young boys.
Well,
Were they penetrating him or?
everything happened. I mean, he sat next to me. So there were days where, I mean, it took turns. So nothing happened to him or my sister that I didn't see, because we were all made to be in the same room.
Okay.
And, you know, to see a little boy being penetrated, you know, a grown man, and hear him crying, and to have to look at Playboy books and, you know, and ejaculate, you know, on us, and I mean, it was horrific. It was horrific, and sometimes I look back as a woman and I think, who would do that? Who would do that to 3 little innocent children? Because what happens there is it takes your essence. It takes your secret. This belongs to us. You know what I mean? And nobody should have to be made to be horrific. Don't violate. These are little kids, you know, and it tears you up. I mean, it fucks you up, and I mean that. I'm saying that with everything that you see my face. You know, my sister now is 49 years old, you know, paranoid schizophrenia. She's been shot and thrown out of cars, and, you know, HIV positive, suicide. It just has fucked her up.
So, to women that's watching now, how do you deal with it as you get older? And how old were you when it stopped?
Well, I remember one day we were talking about something, and we said, oh, we're gonna tell, I'm gonna tell, we did it. So my grandmama said, because, you know, we called it doing it.
Okay.
We did, and so my grandmother said, come here, what y'all talking about? And we began to tell my grandmother, you know, Helen is doing it to us, you know what I mean? And I remember my grandmother not believing us, and I remember getting stripped down and whooped because we said it, and not to talk about it again. And I remember my uncle was there, and my grandmama said, go over there and hit him. And I guess by us hitting him or whatever, supposed to be made it, and then we never talked about it again. My mother did finally move us out that house, but in the evenings we still had to walk back after school.
So did your grandmother believe you?
I think my grandmother's dead now, but I think my grandmother was a victim. And I think what happened was, after that, you just go on, you know, and everything was normal. That's what I'm trying to say to you. And honestly, for years, we didn't talk about it. For years, we didn't talk about it. My sister and I, or my male cousin, didn't talk about it. You know, we knew that it happened, you know, but we didn't talk about it. And I remember starting that life of, you know, self-destruction, you know, just going down that path. At 12 years old, I started stealing just to get panties, you know, because the panties I had one pair had blood in it. I didn't want nobody to see it. So I went out, you know, it was just horrific. And when my mother finally moved us at the house, then the abuse continued with my mother. My mother was abusive. I wish I never had you. I should have killed you. I should have stomped you. I should have flushed you down the commode. It's because of you, bitch, that I ain't got, you know. And so, you know, it was just, we were just hated, you know. And so, I mean, it was just, and my mother had dated men that would come in as far as 16 years old. I remember being 16. I was being built and had a shape and had a body. And I remember one night, I was 16 and had my door closed because I had got to the point where I was afraid of somebody coming in. And this man come in my room and he's naked and he's touching me and breathing all over me. I'm sleeping. I wake up out my sleep and I see this naked man, you know, rubbing his penis all over me, and I'm screaming. And my mother comes in, and I remember, you know, and she saw me and she looked and I said, Mom, this man. And I remember so hard I fell on the floor. And she put me outside in the middle of the night with no shoes and nothing on. So,
For what?
because it was her man. And so it just throughout, her having different men, and that's why I tell women, watch your babies. Stop bringing every nigga, every man you meet in your house over your kids, you know. You in their sleep, you don't know what's going on, you know what I'm saying? And these kids are scared.
So your mother did not get angry at the man?
She did not get angry at the man. Yeah.
Do you think that your mother had given him the okay to come in there?
My mother couldn't love herself, so she couldn't love me. She couldn't love my sister. She couldn't love two little girls. So you can't give what you don't have. Am I right?
Right.
My mother was a broken woman herself. My mother said she'd rather die than talk about whatever my granddaddy did to her and her 7, 8 siblings. I don't know. We'll never know. She's the only one living on one brother, and everybody else is dead. And she said she'd rather die and take it to her grave. So see, the pain, you know, the guilt.
So, women that show up at the symposium tomorrow, what does it do for them?
Oh my God. I want to give women and young girls, men, boys, permission. You hear that what you mean? I want to give you permission. Permission to love yourself, to forgive yourself, to own it, to take responsibility, to know that you can still love yourself. You can love a man, you can be normal. You can love your vagina, baby. You can love all of you, and you are beautiful. I want you to have permission that you ain't got to keep crying and got to keep this thing a secret, and you ain't got to, you can live, you got to die and kill yourself, and you can't love yourself. Baby, I'm telling you, yes, you can. I've done it.
Were you ever able to face your uncles? Did you ever have a conversation?
They're all dead.
Okay.
And I wasn't able. The last uncle who died, he died in prison for rape. He did about 20, 30 years in prison for rape. So as you can see, these uncles, how ironic is all these men in my family to be perpetrators. Like, is this learned behavior? What happened to them?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's the question I have.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just don't understand it. Like, you know, what happened? And so when I moved to Atlanta, Georgia, 16 years ago, with 2 little boys, $10, a GED, a felon, they all told me you'll never have nothing. You'll be like your mama. You know what I'm saying? You have a house full of children, you'll be in jail. And I was headed down that road, baby. I was headed down that road. But I didn't want my 2 sons to be rapists and to be murderers and to be robbers and on crack and on drugs. You understand what I'm saying? So I knew that it started with me. I had to role model. So when I moved to Atlanta, Georgia, I moved because I needed my 2 sons to be the men, to give them opportunity to be the best. Too.
My guest is Dr. Janella McSwain, that we're having at Naked Truth tomorrow a symposium. And we're invited. The tickets tomorrow are what? 20? The tickets tomorrow are $20 at the door. You as women, and even those of you who are men, will have the opportunity to come and release.
Absolutely.
Release. We're gonna, when we come back from this commercial break, we're gonna talk about the effects that child sexual abuse can have on your adult life. We'll be back after these commercial messages. All right.
Yeah, this is real. Yeah.
We're located at 3835 Raleigh Milton Road. We're now offering the rental of our facilities as well. And our fellowship hall will hold over 150 to 200 people. You can have your weddings, your baby showers, whatever your occasion happens to be. You can even rent it for your repasses. We have a full-size commercial kitchen as well. You can also rent this massive gymnasium that holds over 600 people by just calling Dale. Call Dale 901-435-5555.
I had those shirts designed.
Don't touch my gangster.
Yo,
You don't want to show my gangster, you know, from the street.
They'll give me some water.
This gymnasium, we can even use one of your smallest
Thank
meetings
you
without
for good
various
water, please.
meeting room.
Thank you so much. I'm doing okay.
You're doing all right.
There's always plenty of parking.
Thank you so
I
much.
invite you to
You guys
join
got
us
lemon in.
each and every
You got lemon in?
morning at 10 a.m. for our morning worship here at the Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministries. If you do not have transportation, call us by Friday, and we'll be glad to pick you up so that you can come and experience.
Who else somebody was asking on social media?
Gerard's Fund.
Is that
3666.
Juanita Bam? No.
Also, a
Yeah, I think it sounds like, in Fantasia. I get it on Fantasia.
Not just in tax season, but all year long, you'll find the very best in bargains, in sales, whatever you need for your home, whether it's.
Bless you.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna need
Whether
you.
it's dinette set.
Do you know
Gerard's
I know how
Fund
business
is the
is.
place to go. Let me tell you about the Fanny Brown special. This two-piece set, normally $6.99.
Thank you, I'm sorry.
Come in,
You are
$6.99.
I do this every day.
$4.99, but you gotta pay cash for it.
I'm so
Then
excited.
you are, but we sent you there.
Well, we so glad to have you here. When you leaving Memphis?
Sunday. On my way to Minneapolis.
What time Sunday morning?
What time I leave?
Huh?
She had to be in there for around 7.
Oh,
Well,
so you gonna miss my morning?
I know I wanted to come, but when we did the ticket, you know. we
My
have-
message Sunday morning is, what that mouth do?
That, I don't know how to interpret that. But that can be a whole lot.
Edmund Ford Jr. has.
I told Tricia to make me get with you this time, cause I'm out of control.
Oh, yeah.
What?
I like that
Yes,
one.
me, am I out of control, am I? Yes.
Revitalization plan, he secured $1 million in CIP funds for the expansion and.
Hoping that those of you on the various forms of social media that you will share this particular program on tonight,
It's going
on your Facebook pages and things of that nature.
And Head Start buildings adjacent to the Mitchell Community Center. His inherited spirit of service has allowed this 14-year educator in our school system to raise thousands for all Shelby County School high school seniors to receive free access to college scholarships. Edmund Ford Jr. has a proven record of service. Conditions are too critical to elect someone who can only make us promises. Let the work and service continue by electing Edmund Ford Jr. to the County Commission, District Number 9. District 9 doesn't need a change, but the continuation of a public servant who has already made that change. Vote May 1st, Edmund Ford Jr., County Commission, District 9. Paid for by the committee to elect Edmund Ford Jr., J. Ashley Miller, Treasurer. You know, I hear the constant conversations about, I can't find a job. Well, don't look for a job, find yourself a career. You can become a stylist or you can become a barber. Yes.
How many love, T?
Enroll yourself in the barber.
What's the next one?
9220 Hill Branch, and the tuition is very much affordable. Quality education, day and night classes, they're going Monday through Thursday from 12 to 3, and evening hours from 5.
You got one more commercial, it's the real.
Do what?
Get your hair, or get your hair done.
You got one more commercial plan after this, it's the grill.
This a who?
Get your license in 12 months or less, and guess what, guys?
Oh, the grill.
I got a record, well, they.
Put the symposium in behind this too.
Okay.
Can you put that there and let the grill come first on the next one? Can you do that?
You want the grill to play, then do symposium?
No, can you put the symposium and then let the grill be in the next, commercial group?
Change my eating habits, I can't change some of the places that I.
Well, too late now.
Place and around
put the symposium behind this one. Can you do it, or is it too late? Okay. So where you got to stand at, Trish? Okay.
That roughly about 400,000 babies will be born this year in the United States that become victims of child sexual abuse. So in honor of Child Abuse and Neglect Month and Sexual Assault, I want you to come join me, Dr. Janelle McSwain, at the Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministry. I think partnering together to bring every woman and man, boy and girl permission to speak up and speak out against this brutal epidemic.
So the king,
of
that's
child abuse
enough.
and neglect. Because I truly believe that behind every woman is her story. We all have one. So on April the 21st from 2 to 4 p.m., I want you to come out and join me as I share my own personal triumphant story of how I survived brutal sexual, physical, mental, child abuse and neglect by my three uncles who raped me, beat me, choked me, tied me up in chairs, by my mother who left me in the bushes, who told me I'd never be anything, who never hugged me, never told me she loved me a day in my life. Do you understand what I'm saying? How I came from GED and PhD, how I broke every generational cycle and curse in my own family. I want you to come out and hear how you too can love yourself, how I have to love myself, how you too can be anything that you want to be. I want you to understand how you too can rise above all your scars, how I did. How I went from a welfare mother, from a single mother too, from a high school dropout, from stealing, from drinking, from selling drugs, from being on the corner, baby. Yes, you didn't do it. Failure is absolutely not an option. I will see you April 21st from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Come on out, baby, because it's going down. Failure is not an option.
Don't you miss this symposium on rape, assault, and abuse on Saturday, April the 21st from 2 until 4 p.m. at the Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministries, 3835 Raleigh Milton Road. For more information, call area code 901-435-6161.
5, 4, 3, 2.
And we invite you tomorrow to be there from 2 until 4. And Naked Truth, you know, we don't do all that hooping and hollering, running around and yabba dabba doing. The Naked Truth is about life and life's issues. And y'all all be tired of them Rudy Poo ass pastors that just giving y'all that the feel good. They give you that what I call a Sunday morning orgasm. It lasts for a few minutes. It's good to you for a few minutes, but then you leave there, because most of y'all ain't never had a real orgasm nowhere. You leave there needing and you're wanting and you're desiring the real thing in a way. And that's what we give you at Naked Truth. We give you the naked truth. Sunday morning, in fact, the message on this Sunday morning is, and it's a powerful message, it's controversial, what that mouth do. That's Sunday morning at 10 a.m. What that mouth do. And I know where your head's going. Well, take your head there, but join me Sunday morning. Those of you on the various lines, you'll be able to watch it on the church Facebook page, Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministry. But what that mouth do. Now, many of you, excuse me, as women, you're watching right now and you're dealing with this very same issue, and You have never in your life, you're in your adult life, you've never been able to release the memories, the tragedies of your past. You've lived an abusive life, you've misused yourself, and many of you are holding yourselves responsible for the actions of demonic beings and people who just wanted to abuse you. You need to make it your business. The admission is $20 tomorrow from 2 until 4. When we talk about this, Dr. McSwain, how did and how does child sexual abuse, and especially the horrific acts that happened to you, how did it affect you in your puberty going into your adult life as a woman?
Well, you know, like I said, when my mother, started telling me around 12, 13, you know, you feel like the Red Cross, and I remember all I wanted to do was have a Michael Jackson, B.B. Jackson, that one, the red one, and the black one, and the little socks, baby.
Mhm.
Ooh, I wanted one of them so bad. I really wanted to be a girl. I wanted to be liked, and I wanted to be popular. I wanted to, you know, the Glory Vanderbilt jeans. So, but I had to go to church all the time and wear the long skirts. And I remember getting rocks thrown at me, you know, and getting called voodoo lady and Scarface and,
Why would they call
you
you
know,
voodoo lady?
I mean, not voodoo lady, but Scarface and what else was called? Battlestar Galacta and just different names of that, because I had a lot. I always had scars, you know, from being, I told you, whipped and so, and ugly, and so I remember feeling that along with the abuse, along with my mother not loving me. So you can imagine how a girl want to just be like, I want to be pretty, I want to be Linda Carter, I told you. So, because she was so beautiful to me, that's the only little black girl I could look at in the 70s, you know, as Wonder Woman. So I'm saying to say, so I began to, I dropped out of high school. My mother dropped out, you know, my uncles didn't go to school, so I dropped out of high school, I stopped learning, I started skipping school, I started a lifestyle of selling crack cocaine, you know, in the 80s, gun on my hip, my street name booty, got a fake ID, was in the club at 18. So I started a life of self-discouragement. I went down that road of didn't care about anybody, didn't know how to love anybody. You understand? Because my mother never told me how to love anybody. So I did what was easy for me, and that was just being out there in the streets. You know, I had a nice body, I had a good game by myself, you know, I was playing the play. And so that's the truth. And I got pregnant at 19, so here I am, single mother, 19 years old, baby on my hip, you know. And just Section 8, I got pregnant, my mama told me, go get on Section 8 food. So I began to do the same thing that I saw. So you become a product of your environment. And so a lot of times when we look at our young ladies, that's promiscuous, that bringing men in and out, that's out there, you know, getting up to the JJ, you know, the diseases, the STDs, HIV. A lot of times we don't know that woman's background, that young girl's background, why she's fighting, why she's angry, why she's mad. You don't even have a clue what happened to her. Why is this behavior? And so that's what I do. I go out to schools because one of the things I know is you have to have some kind of empathy sometimes. I'm not making excuses, but I'm telling you that there's a component of abuse in women and men in later life. My cousin and my sister both got on crack cocaine. Both my cousin is in prison for murder. Both of them had issues with their sexual identity. You know, both of them had issues with anger and hate and violence. Because what happens is it has nowhere to go. It's just here.
So are you saying that a lot of women now who are angry in their lives and can't really figure out why they're angry, but they are a product of sexual abuse, that they're angry because of the things that happened to them?
Well, I wouldn't say everybody. I'm saying that is a component of sexual abuse as a PhD, you know, in social work and doing my dissertation on the effects of child abuse in later women late life. You know, there are components of promiscuity, which is HIV, STDs, high blood pressure, anger, abusive, hurt people, and that's the truth. And so a lot of times we don't know how to love when we see a good man. We ain't never seen a good man before. We never know what a good man is, you know. And so a lot of times we do what we feel that, well, and sometimes like my sister said in the documentary, and my sister said, what do I have to be anything for? What do I have to amount to be? Nobody else in my family amount to be anything. I've been told you ugly, you bitch, you're nothing, you have a house full of children, you'll never be nothing, you end up dead in jail on welfare all your life. Well, guess what? That's easy. And you may not agree, but that's easy to do. The hardest thing is to be something. The hardest thing is to live past this thing. Because the woman you see sitting in front of me, I'm 1% of women who survives it and thrives. See, I'm supposed to be sitting here. I'm supposed to be somewhere with mental issues going on. I'm supposed to be somewhere with a house full of children, STDs, AIDS, anger, crack, drugs. That's where I'm supposed to be by the stats. So I'm here. So there ain't many of us that can tell this story.
What was your turnaround? You talk about promiscuity. You talk about you were selling yourself on the streets. Okay.
Turning tricks, baby. Yeah, I was.
You turned.
Yeah. Well, when you think you're a player and you think you're out there, you think it's cute, you and your homegirls are hanging out and, and it was just a thing to do. A lot of times you're doing just what's in front of you. You're doing what you're around. And that's the truth. You can't send somebody on crack to the crack house. That ain't gonna work, but it's been real, And so a lot of times you do what you're around, you're a product. And so, but when I turned 30 and realized, girl, you're 30 now. You ain't 20 no more. You can't have your ass out. But two little black boys that looked at me and said, Mama, that's what changed me. That's what turned me around. I got sick and tired of being sick. I got sick and tired of being a temp when I worked. I got sick and tired of minimum wage. I got sick and tired of the system. And when I woke up at 30 and realized that I was a broken woman, girl, I promise you that is, I walked in that room and saw my two little black men. I owe them something else. They deserve something better.
So what caused the turnaround? Was it looking at your son that caused the turnaround, or you woke up at 30, you're sick and tired of being sick and tired?
All of it. I grew up in the church, and just because I left the church don't mean the church left me. You understand? And I had a woman pastor back in those days, and I got about 19, 20. My pastor, I left the church because I wanted to wear pants and I wanted to dance and do everything I wanted to do. And so I left the church, and my pastor got really sick. And she asked for me on her deathbed. Said God had something to told her to tell me. And I remember saying, I'm not going to the hospital because I didn't want to hear, come on back to the church and, before it get too late, I didn't want to hear none of that, right? And I didn't go to the hospital, and I remember getting a phone call that she had died, that she had left here. And I said, oh my God, what did she want? I began my heart was broken because I didn't get a chance to know what God had to tell her. But I knew whatever it was. And so when I turned 30 years old and I sit on that bed and I began to cry out and see my own trifling ass. I'm serious. My own. Not nobody telling me. Not gonna blame nobody. My own trifling ass. Broke down, tired, trifling ass. And that's real talk. And it came to me again what my pastor had wanted to talk to me about when I was 20. And God brought her to me in a vision. She came to me and she wanted me to know that God wanted to tell me to run for my life. That's what she wanted me to know. So I saw my own funeral. And I began to run for my life in this vision up and down the street. And I bust through the church and she stood there and she called me Janella. She couldn't say Janella. She said, run for your life. And I remember those words at 30. And immediately I got through crying and slanging boogers and feeling sorry for myself. I picked the phone up, baby, and I called my landlord and I said I'm leaving. People thought I was crazy. They thought, said they have no money saved up, because what I realized is I may have never had any money saved up, that is. But I was obedient. I didn't know where I was going. I had a 10th grade education. I had $10 in my pocket, 2 little boys. You understand what I'm saying? No skills, no job skills. 30 years old, but I grabbed my truck, baby. Drove to Atlanta twice in the same night. Because failure,
There's not
like I
enough.
said, I already gave 30 years of my life to the streets.
Okay.
And I owed them 2 little boys something. And I jumped in that truck and I ain't looked back. And it's been 16 years, baby. And I ain't looked back. And I just said, I said I'm gonna be the first doctor. And know what kind of doctor, how I was gonna be the doctor, what school. All I knew that my 2 boys was gonna look at their mama and have something to be proud about, baby. And have something to have a legacy left for this family. And I'm the first doctor, the first degree, period. The first author, the first Emmy Award-winning documentary, the first woman to say, not today, not anymore, to looking at me and baby love, I hold Janelle.
So what do you say? What do you say to the woman right now who's wallowing in her pity? She feels as though she's not supposed to be anybody. Because she's never been anybody. She never came from anybody. Everybody around her told you you'll never be anybody. You're gonna be just like your worthless ass mama, your worthless ass daddy. You nasty, you
Yeah.
trifling. You got sexual abuse because you really wanted it.
Yeah.
You really wanted to do it. And now they find themselves standing on the edge.
Yeah.
Okay, they're standing on the edge, and I'm gonna have my CD there with that. I'm gonna have to give you a copy of it.
Okay.
Standing on the edge, and they're about to fall. What do you say? What do you say tonight to that woman that's watching right now, whether they're on social media or whether they're watching the thousands that's watching by way of TV? How do they release? How do they let go? How do they come up out of the graveyard of life and live again?
Oh, that is, first what I learned is you gotta accept it. You gotta own it. You gotta know that this happened to you, and you gotta own it. That's number one. And it's okay to cry. You can cry, still cry, because you're never gonna get over it, because it happened to you. So don't let nobody tell you, girl, you should be over there and go read these scriptures and go pray. Because nobody know what happened to you but you. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? So I want to say to you, girl, listen to me. Listen. Yes, you can, baby. Yes, you can. You can wake up, baby, and see the sunshine. I promise you. You can love, your heart is so much filled with love, baby. You can look at, you know what I did that is when I moved in my house, I bought a mirror. You know the mirror just sitting in the corner? I have a mirror in my house. And for years, every day I would get out the shower butt ass naked, right? And sometimes you just have to look at you, baby. Stop, look at you, the John, look at you. Right? Because nobody love you, you don't love yourself. And that's what we're talking. And I used to get in this mirror, I used to hug myself all over, say, Beyonce, girl, you gotta watch out. Woo! I'm so fine. Because I have to self-love. Self-love. It's okay. And so, and I started hugging myself because my mother never hugged me. You know, that's the first thing I did, was I took my life back. Because no perpetrator should not take my life. See, the perpetrators are walking around, me mad or hurting other people. You out here mad, high blood pressure, can't get no relationship, can't love yourself, can't be a good mother because you want to be woe is me. See, it's time out for that woe is me, baby. Because what happened to you was not your fault. Don't you dare own that. Don't you dare try to figure of somebody's perpetrator. Am I right? You can't figure their mind out. That's psychopath. You can't. So what you have to do is you have to love you, forgive you.
But isn't it sometimes, and I also speak about this from the pulpit, we find it easy to forgive everybody else but ourselves.
You know, it's not easy to forgive him because I still battle forgiving my mother. You know, I always say it's a world under construction.
Your mother's still alive.
My mother's still alive, and we have a pretty decent, relationship. She finally said she was sorry last year. A lot of times I tell people who call me and write me from all over the world, sometimes you're not gonna get sorry. Stop trying to get somebody to say they're sorry. Stop it. something, baby, straighten it up. Because what I know for sure is that you can wake up every day and it's a brand new you. You can forgive, you can love your kids, you can be good, and you are that Wonder Woman. Spin, baby. Sometimes you just have to spin. And so, my whole mission about what I do every day, I do this all over the world, is to just hug that sister. Hug her, touch her, love her, kiss her. Because sometimes they don't know where to start.
So what do you say to the woman that's listening to you tonight also that says, well, I'm listening to you tonight. Why do I need to come to the symposium tomorrow?
I want you to come, because you know why? Because a lot of times when we see somebody who look like us, see, I look like you. See, I'm not somebody you can't touch or somebody far away. See, we like cousins. I tell people all the time we cousins. So I look like you. Come, and I'm raw. I'm naked. I'm transparent. So I want you to come hear this story, because when you see me on that stage, I transform, baby, into something real. I want to touch you. I want to hug you. If you need that hug, you need that kiss, you need that smile, you need that sister, you can do it. Come on and hear me. I want to help you wear your tiara. I want to help you straighten it up, baby. I want to help you and give you permission. Because sometimes it's just talking about it. Sometimes it's just the healing has to begin. And that is, and I want you out here listening to me, it's never too late. I started college at 33 years old. 33. And I finished 2 years ago, 10 years for 3 degrees. And they told me I couldn't do it. They told me you ain't doctor material, you can't be a doctor, you're too loud, you're too ugly, you're too this, you're too that. And I say, everybody listening to me, the devil is a lie. Yes, you can. I'm a living witness. And I want you to come see somebody who's just not talking about it. You know what I mean?
There's also going to be a gentleman on the program tomorrow that has went through the same thing that your cousin went through.
Absolutely.
And many times, men don't want to have that discussion.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're a man. You know, I mean, actually, nobody wants to have a discussion, but especially men, because you gotta remember, you know, men don't want to feel weak and vulnerable. They don't want other men, other people think that they got, because it's a stereotype that if you molest, especially a man, you gay, or you got gay titty. That's not true. That's not true either, because remember, this is no fault of any of us. You're a child, you know, and so men tend to not talk about it because they don't want to be judged. Some men are married, you know, they got children, you know, and they don't want you looking at them different. And then so we suffer in silence. So to hear a young man tomorrow, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. You know, we think people like Tyler Perry, who came out and shared his abuse from 5 to 10, the same age, you know, me. And I do run across men who will share their story, but not many. Not many. And a lot of people come up to me and say, that's my story, but I just can't talk about it, you know, because the pain. And one of the biggest components of abuse is suicide. You know, it's depression. You know, why me? Why this happened to me? You know, and I think for us women who go out here looking for love, you know, I didn't have a father in my life. So I didn't have that father figure, that man who told me I was his queen, who protected me, you know. And a lot of us don't have father figures. You know, I grew up where everybody in our community was a single mother.
Okay.
You know, there wasn't no men around, you know, there wasn't no daddies, there wasn't no married couples.
When a woman who has been sexually abused finally decides that she's going to get married, she's found this man that she wants to spend her life with, should that woman have a conversation about that abuse with that man?
Well, in reality, most women don't, because again, they're denied, they don't want to talk about it. Because again, you have the fear and the shame that man might see you as far as being, you know, not clean, or as far as being promiscuous, or as far as being, you know, like, you know, I was a little girl who had syphilis, you know, and was told I might not could have kids. you know? And so, I mean, that's not something you wanna just share to a man, I'm just gonna keep it, you know, I mean, honestly. So a lot of times, you know, this thing is not talked about.
But doesn't
That's
it,
another thing.
can it not cause in a marriage sexual frustration?
It can, you know, it's two things. Either you're gonna be promiscuous, you're gonna just go out there on your legs because you become numb. See,
Okay.
because it means nothing to you. You're detached from your vagina. I'm just telling you the truth. Or you may shy away. You know, it can. Some women or some men go to the opposite sex. Now it's not been studies have not confirmed that. I'm just sharing with you from just doing this thing and having in research. However, I remember when I first got married. And my husband will come behind me sometimes, you know, and just to feel him sometimes behind me. And remember when my uncle's tearing off my panties, tearing off my clothes, and I remember that. I remember, you know, getting behind me in frustration, and I realized, oh my goodness, you know, this isn't fair to him. I talk about this in my book as well because. I do meet women say I'm having a hard time with intimacy, you know, and you've been robbed. So you've been robbed, and you don't get that. You just don't. But so my husband unfortunately had to walk through the Janetta McSwain story with me. So he married me, and so he knows the story, and he knows about it. But a lot of women that I talk to are ashamed. You know, they don't want the church, they want the next door neighbor, they want the children, and shame of being judged. You know, like you say, shame of being looked at a different way. And a lot of times the family, you know, shames you. Girl, that's your dead girl, please. They just have everybody, you know, gone by, you know. So a lot of times it's easier living in denial. I mean, it really is easier just acting like it didn't happen.
When is it sometimes even when you talk to family members about it and you want to release, do you find that sometimes family members, because can't hurt the family name?
Yeah, well, my auntie didn't speak to me for 10 years. How dare you talk about my brothers in the book, you know, when I wrote the book, and dropped dead 2 years ago, and without even speaking to me. You know, so what I get the most is people who want to tell their stories or want to write a book and say, I want to tell my story, but I don't want to hurt, you know, Big Mama. I don't want to hurt this person. I want to hurt that person. And the family or people around them make them feel like, you know, why you telling your business? That ain't nobody's business. Why you want to talk about that? So yeah, it goes back to that same shutdown, and that brings that depression, you know. And you got to think, like my sister who got on crack cocaine, you know, a lot of times just trying to kill the pain. Just trying to kill the pain, you know.
My guest, Dr. Janetta McSwain, tomorrow, ladies, 2 o'clock. We got plenty of parking there on the facilities. You need to make it your business. I don't go to the mall in the morning, go to the mall later tomorrow afternoon. But you've experienced this. You need, that's $20. Don't get no shoes this week. Come on to this symposium. Will ladies be allowed to tell those stories?
You know, this is, whatever you need to do. I would love for someone to be able to tell. I know you would too. A lot of people can't though. A lot of times they'll just touch my hand, I'll line up and touch my hand, and a lot of times they'll whisper in my ear. I had an 80-year-old woman. 80. You know what's amazing about this fabulous? This has no respect of color. Money. People from Hollywood come see me. You know. So this 9 countries. This is not people think it's a southern thing, this is a black thing, this is a south thing. No, this is a universal thing. Am I right? This is an epidemic that's not going anywhere. Not anywhere.
We're going to take another commercial break, and we'll be back here on the Thaddeus Matthews Show.
Yes. Yeah. A lot of times when you tell people,
Everywhere. This is your multi-location Montana expansion, along with the other location at 36 Hickory Hill Road. men, young ladies, you getting ready for your prom. Well, every cake is the only place you need to go. They can customize everything for you. Young ladies, you been worried about how that guy gonna look. He can look just like you. He can blend in. He can be your friend. It's gonna be love on prom night. Just look at it. And you guys that really wanna stand out at the prom, get your stuff customized. Yeah. Get the bling bling on her any way you want to look, you can look at it. I mean, you fellas that like them little skinny pants, y'all get them too. Or if you want a little bling on your feet at the prom, look at this. And boys, guys, who are prom days are far behind us. Real leather shoes, they're only $129. Hell,
I called for that.
$99 for the teddy bear
You were
set.
selling something wrong.
And you know, guys, I like to be sharp, and this is
Okay.
calling me an unpleasant commercial. Man, what you talking me for? Oh, you wanna get sharp too? Then the place that you need to come is the MNK Men's Bank. Yeah, man. Yeah, they got a special look.
Look like you're
This
scared.
suit right here that I'm looking at right now, this suit here is a excellent suit, normally $199 by itself, but I feel so good with you calling me that I'm gonna give you the suit, the shirt, the tie, and then I'm gonna put the shoes in free, all for $199. Now, let me get back to fitting our commercial. You know, I wonder what I look like, something with one of these coats on right here. Boy, I be sharp when I get my thing going on a Sunday morning. You can get sharp, man. This is the only place you need to come. Income tax season is here, prom season is here. Man, if you really want to be sharp, come to the place that keeps me sharp. Every cake men's tax, 4696 American Way and 3719 Hickory Hill Road. As a home property owner, you want to make sure that your property has a fair, accurate assessment of value. That's why you need to elect an assessor who's not on-the-job training, but has experience. Lori Ingram has 15 years of experience in the Shelby County Assessor's Office. Lori Ingram is acutely knowledgeable of each and every department in the assessor's office. She has skill sets that include writing policies and procedures. Lori Ingram has worked closely with appraisal and reappraisal teams to make sure that property owners are treated fairly. Lori Ingram is committed to produce fair and accurate property values, to making the assessor's office accessible to each and every citizen of Shelby County, working with every citizen to provide transparency. She's committed to educate the elderly, disabled, and veterans on available tax relief. Lori Ingram is the best qualified candidate to run the assessor's office. Don't vote for on-the-job training. Vote for experience. Vote Lori Ingram for Shelby County Property Assessor. Paid for by the committee to elect Lori Ingram for Shelby County Property Assessor. Donna Spencer, Treasurer.
We could never get anyone to return our calls. My husband was killed in the line of duty.
I was about to lose my job, I was attacked on my job.
No one would answer us. I got nowhere. Terry Rowland was the only one that would step out and say, this isn't right.
Terry Rowland, Terry Rowland.
Terry Rowland.
Please say my job, tell my age right away.
Terry loves all.
This is not, this is something.
He came out immediately.
He's about the people.
Bring the personal side back to Memphis.
And let's turn government back over to the people.
The name Floyd Bonner means a legacy of experience and leadership in Shelby County. Currently serving the citizens of Memphis and Shelby County as the Chief Deputy with the Sheriff's Office, Floyd Bonner has 37 years on the job. Respected by his colleagues and endorsed by the Sheriff, Floyd Bonner is the best choice to serve as our next Sheriff of Shelby County.
I'm asking all residents of Memphis and Shelby County to elect me, Floyd Bonner, as your next Shelby County Sheriff.
Make your vote count. Vote Floyd Bonner for Shelby County Sheriff.
How many more?
Reflections Printing Company is now offering 100 full-color obituaries for $159. That's 100 full-color obituaries for $159. Contact us today at 901-825-5488. That's 901
Reflections is now offering our custom graded headstones for $3.99 and our exclusive upright
Patrick, if you
headstones
don't know,
for
get off the
$4.99.
page.
Also, our black mo.
10 seconds.
Okay.
Five, four, three, two.
And welcome back to the Thaddeus Matthews Show, about 25 after the hour. One of the things that's most important, and I say this, that the church has caused a lot of damage to women. Because Reverend Dr. Elder Potentate, Bishop Apostle, they teach you, just go pray about it. And this is not an issue that you can just go and pray over and turn it over to the Lord and he gonna work it out. Jesus will fix it after a while. And then many of you have been in abusive situations and preachers said, well, you just stay there, baby. It's gonna get better. We're gonna be praying for you. Hush, blah, 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 blah. And that's all you got. Okay, you have no release from these issues. And I keep telling y'all quit going to these pastors that's, they call themselves doctor, but they went and got the doctorate off the internet. They ain't been to no school, not NAM school have they been to. Because they ain't been to nobody's school. They doctor. They damn near can't even spell doctor. No university. There's a whole lot of these dumbass pastors. Okay, there's a lot of these, y'all go to these dumbass pastors who get, they caught up in the titles and the names. Everybody now want to be a damn bishop. So the bishop said it's going to be all right. And then you find a lot of the abuse happens in the church. Okay? There have been pastors who abuse little girls. I did a show several years ago on the radio. Well, a local pastor, he dead and stinking now. His name was Bobby Brooks. And this girl had written a book, young lady wrote a book, about how he molested them in church. She told her mama. Mama married him. Okay? So her abuser became her stepfather. Why is it that we find a lot of times that mothers will betray their daughters for the man?
Want a man. A lot of times if it's my man, you gonna take my man, want a man, wanna be loved. That mother is broken. Now, again, you know, now that I look back at my own mother, honestly, I look back at my own mother and my heart goes out to her. Because this was a woman who came from a family of molestation and rape and left home at 16 years old because her daddy was, like she say, quote unquote, doing things to her. Now what that is, she refused to talk about it. But here's a woman on the streets, and so like, looking for love, looking to be filled up, because what happens is you're taught, you know, you go out here and get your man, and so when these children come along, because you have a child don't mean you love them, you know, I mean a dog, and they have buckets, it don't mean they want them.
Okay.
So I think a lot of times that motherly instinct is not kicked in there. But when you're looking for that woman who needs to be loved, and then men see that as well, like I said, men see that weakness and they coming in on it. But a lot of times, that woman, she do anything. I mean, I meet a lot of people say, well, my mother knew, you know. In fact, I had a phone call not too long ago from someone that was just kind of telling me I was afraid. I knew what was going on. This was the mother.
Okay.
I was afraid. I didn't know what to do. I just act like I didn't know, you know.
Well, what's the reason for not knowing or?
Because it happened to her. Again, it happened to her. And again, when I hurt people, and and the cycle continues. And a lot of times is what happened to me. I'm all right, I turned out all right. we strong, you know, we the strong black one, we can withstand anything, am I right? And in reality, no, we can't.
Okay.
No, we can't, that's the truth. And it's something about we need a man so bad, you know, we need somebody to pacify us, to love us, to validate us, you know, and it's not gonna happen if we don't love ourselves. It's just not gonna happen. And so guess what happens? The children suffer, right? The children suffer, because the mama broken. You know, happy mama, happy children.
Self-esteem.
Amazing.
Does sexual abuse, even though it happened as a child, does it cost you as you become older to not love you, not to like you,
Absolutely.
to make you feel worthless?
It's painful, for number one. And when you've been abused and been made to feel like you should have got over it, you know, you still talking about that, then so you living with something inside of you that's not healthy. Think about that. So, you know, the low self-esteem comes from not accepting anybody who wants you. Think a lot of women, they get the men who want them. That's the truth. Or don't know why they, I'm ugly, or I deserve a good man. You understand what I'm saying? I deserve something
So
good.
women,
Because I ain't never seen it.
you have women who say that they feel as though they don't deserve a good man.
Absolutely. I don't deserve a good man. I don't deserve, because see, we never seen one. And for good man, do we mean a good man, we run them off.
Okay.
We never got all that baggage going on in our life. I've been through this, and I've been, you know, and I've been through that, and I've been through this. And so we hold on to it. Because how dare we let it go? What could happen? Like, what can happen if we release it? And so a lot of times, like my
Is there
sister,
a fear of release?
it's a fear of failure, fear of success. Both of them cripple you.
Okay.
Right? Both of them. And I think my sister, you know, she uses, you know, you love not been abused. She uses that. That's a component that she used for her behavior.
Okay.
Yeah, like she might go smoke dope for 2-3 weeks. You know, she's been clean, I think, about 2-3 years now. But her whole excuse would be, well, you know, this happened to me, right? And I ain't done it anyway. So it's more easier when you abuse. So that's that low self-esteem comes in. I mean, look at my mother took my head and put in the commode. Said, bitch, I should have killed you. You know, you're nothing, you're ugly, you're scarred up. I had to get my teeth done because of all the trauma. So it's easy for me not to love myself. It's easy for me to believe what people told me. You know, so how can you have high self-esteem when you're not taught it? How can you have it when you're not modeled self-esteem? When you don't have a woman that you look at and she's modeling being a woman. She's modeling class. She's modeling what beauty truly is. How can you have it? How can you have it? Because it starts with little, it starts when you're little. See, that nurture and nature. And so my mother never hugged me a day in my life. She never hugged me. She never told me she loved me a day in my life. That's where it started. So now how do I expect to love me? Hey, am I right?
Did you go through a period where when you got involved with men, you wanted to hurt them like you had been hurt?
I didn't care. I didn't give a damn about a man. If you didn't have no money, you didn't have no game, no swag about you, it was a rap. But again, I can look back now and tell you, but you gotta think. I didn't have nobody to love. I didn't know what love was. So the man figured not that he was the enemy. You understand what I'm saying? Because I didn't hate me and I love me. You know, it was just, it was easy for me because you guard it. See, when you begin to guard yourself, because you have to survive me, you know, my uncle don't tell me, I survived getting punched, I had to survive, my mama tell me she didn't love me, my mama left me in the bushes, you know, going to jail, I had to survive all that. So in order to live and survive all that, you find a way to cope the best you can. That worked for me, and that worked for me. You know, I didn't want to be married, and I didn't care about none of that.
You didn't care nothing about a man's feelings.
Oh, no, I had 2-3 of them at a time. Yeah. Yeah. yeah, and I thought it was fun. Yeah, but, when I got 30 and moved here and we moved to Atlanta, and really got to know each other now and start over and find myself and begin to put this broken woman back together again, then I realized how you I was, but I know why.
Okay.
Cause see, what I know for sure, until you become self-aware and own what you are and who you are in your past, you can't change it.
Ladies and gentlemen, well, ladies especially, and men too, I'm inviting you tomorrow. You need to mark this down. Put up the church address for me, Chief. 3835 Raleigh Militant Road. Naked Truth, Liberation, and Empowerment. We're liberating you. We're giving you freedom. Tomorrow you get the chance to liberate yourself and to empower yourself. Many of you are just bogged down in life. You don't know, you're like zombies. You're at a standstill in your life. You don't know how to go forward. You really don't know how to go backwards. You're just existing. You're not living because you have allowed someone to take over your body, your mind, and your soul. You need to speak freedom to your life. And that's part of the message for Sunday morning, what that mouth do. You have not spoken into the atmosphere your freedom. You have not spoken your liberation. You're allowing everyone to speak to you but you. You're listening to every voice but the voice of God, and God wants you to release yourself, but you feeling so guilty, you feeling so ashamed, you give a damn about what folks say about you. Your family members sometimes are your biggest crutch because you now want to be accepted by them and you have not even accepted yourself. You care about what mama said. Well, mama did this to me, but I don't want to hurt my mama, my grandmama, my granddad. They told me to keep my business, keep our business, keep the family name intact. But you are not intact. You are shattered. You're broken. You have no existence. Tomorrow, you need to be there from 2 until 4. Many of you as women especially, you've been waiting for an opportunity to release yourself. There will be no cameras or anything of that nature. If I catch yourself, I'm gonna kick your ass about my church. That's point blank. Yeah. There is no recording of anything. It's total privacy so that you're able to sit there and go through therapy. Yeah. See, you right now, you're sick. If you are in a state of depression, and I tell my folks, depression is not of God. God does not want you to be depressed. Brethren, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers. But the reason that your life is depressive right now, the reason that you're going through trauma in your life right now is because you have not released the activity of somebody's actions in your life. I need you to be there tomorrow. Tickets are $20. If you ain't got your $20, bring your card. We're able to take care of your cards. We're able to take care of cards, Dale. We're able to take care of your cards. We're able to do it because you need to come. Yeah. Drop what you're doing. Miss your little nails thing tomorrow. Your nails, go get you some stuff and paint them yourself. But you need to come and release yourself. We're going to take another commercial break, and we'll be right back here on the Thaddeus Matthews Show.
Yeah, you're right. It's going to be phenomenal.
I believe that it is.
Phenomenal.
Well,
Y'all doing great. I gotta get somebody off. I gotta get off.
Who is it? That's something. Yazanya Speed or well, what they do?
She's been tearing y'all apart the whole time. Just
Get
ridiculous.
the bitch off my page.
She's gone.
She's the only one. Just retarded.
Because this is real.
I mean, and not even just you guys, she's the people who are saying,
People
oh, I
who
love
are
her story. and her
responding.
testimony. You like her story, you going to hell.
She a ballot bitch. Yeah, see, she's a ballot bitch, and she's miserable.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're sitting here talking about. That's somebody who is.
I work with children, y'all need to stop cussing. How you gonna help somebody you cussing? Everybody's like, would you please stop?
Well, put them motherfuckers to sleep.
We just said for 2 3 words.
Okay, see, I ain't even cussed tonight. I've been nice tonight.
You really have.
I have.
You've been amazing.
If your kids can't watch us, put them motherfuckers to bed.
Trisha tell you, when you see me on the stage, I do this all over the world. I'm a doctor.
Yes.
You know, and people say, thank you for being real. You can't tell this no other way. This is my story.
You can't tell it cute. This is not
You
cute.
ain't. I can tell people that. You can't fix this up. You know.
But I told her, I said, oh, I'm so sorry. She kept judging, oh, look, baby, as soon as commercial come, next break,
Yeah.
I gave her a point. You can stop
But
right
that's
there.
okay, because what I tell people, I tell you all the time, this ain't for everybody, am I right? This ain't for everybody.
See, everybody don't want to be
That's
free.
Mr. Hall said, Sunday
Everybody-
morning.
Everybody don't wanna be free.
You like being a
I don't
slave.
wanna be free. Because when I have to set my own, say I have to own it.
Yes, yes.
I have to own it.
And when you get that tomorrow, if you feel like cussing, cuss.
And the man, this is a real story, this ain't made up.
That's y'all, that's.
This ain't made up.
That's right.
This validated, you should have told
But
me
see,
this one in me.
it's these holier than thou folk that really makes me up. You know, you got a degree behind your name, you think you're smart, you the dumbest bitch in
Yeah,
town.
absolutely, what I say? This PhD ain't for us.
Yeah.
I said this all the time, this ain't for me and you don't need it. This for, you know,
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
the business side of it, like you said all
But
the
see,
time.
nobody comes to our community and talks to us.
That's the truth.
Okay.
Real, not real.
No. You go to church and they tell you wait on Jesus. And Jesus said, hell, I done gave you the damn phone.
That's what
You
you
won't even
come
do nothing with
from,
it.
going here, because how many women coming in told me, I was told to just read these scriptures.
Yes.
It don't go away. I'm 48 years old, it don't go away.
Jesus, God is love. He is love. But damn, he also told you to love yourself. And you cannot love, in fact, you can't even love him
You can't.
until you love
Now,
yourself.
that's a mouthful right there.
I love God, and you don't love you?
Come on.
Mm-mm.
Because,
Don't give me Sunday morning.
yeah, and that's the truth.
What that mouth do?
See?
You have not
See?
spoken
Your
your
mouth-
freedom, your liberty.
It's the truth. And I love when you said that. That's the truth. You liberate. You have, see, your mouth speak, when you open your mouth, your tongue speaks into existence.
I'm using the scripture Sunday morning that life and death is in the power of the tongue.
Yes.
It is.
And,
It's the truth.
and you can be emotionally dead, which sometimes is probably worse than physically dead.
Mm-hmm.
You walking around dead, they just need to put some dust on you or cremate you or do something to you because you have no emotions, you have no existence, and you will not speak life into your own self. You're allowing everything negative to come your way. You just sit there and say, well, okay, I'm just waiting on Jesus. He'll fix it after a while. No, he ain't gonna fix it until you want to be fixed.
Yeah.
You got to get sick and tired of being sick and tired of the condition that you are in.
And self-awareness, if you're not going to become aware, I can tell you early on, if you're not aware, you can't change anything until you're aware. But you can't change your life until you change your environment. You can't change your thinking. It's cognitive.
That's scripture.
It's cognitive.
Be ye transformed
Yes,
by the renewing of your mind.
absolutely.
You can't change your condition until you change your mind.
You see what happened to me? I changed my environment. Mentally and spiritually, I didn't have to move, but I needed a new environment.
You can't hang around the same old folks. I don't hang around broke folks.
That's true, because you're going to be broke.
Some of that brokenness it's
Yeah.
I'm hanging around broke folks, that's
And
like
they
an
say
issue.
that, you hang around, you're as powerful as the people that you have in your circle.
Yes.
And that is the truth. Think about it. You are as powerful as people. I tell people all the time, be careful who you have in your circle, because you are judged by your association.
My circle is a duck. I had to get away from, yeah, it's a duck. Now, see, I had
It's
to,
a little
yeah,
guy.
it's a little duck. I had to get away from people who, see, people will, people will use you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Use you, we know, we had this conversation just today. You know, what, I conversation I have with her all the time is, people
30
put
seconds.
you on a ruler. And I say, who told you you can grow, who told you can soar?
But
How dare
I
you?
tell my folks now, at every level, there's a new devil.
20 seconds.
And it's true, and sometimes it's always people you know.
It's always the people you know. It's the people that you're allowed to get close to you. You can't hurt me unless I get close to you. You can't cut me unless you get close to me.
5, 4, 3, 2.
There's a book I want you to come and get. I got it on my desk. I'm sorry. I ain't read it yet.
I understand, I hate reading too.
And I read all the time. Like I said, I didn't know how interesting your story was.
Well, I mean, we won an Emmy, so is that not interesting to win an Emmy?
Yeah.
On a documentary, the Roe v. Wade abuse, and we won
First
an
time I
Emmy?
liked the boy and had consensual sex, I got pregnant. Not the first time. First time.
That was the book.
I was 15, he went to school with me. He was the first boy I'd ever loved. In fact, he was the first male figure I ever loved. We didn't have sex right away. He didn't pressure or force me. This was very different from what my uncles used to do to us. When we finally had sex, I got pregnant. I was afraid to tell Mama. I had already caused her so much pain and grief. Now I was going to create shame and embarrassment in front of the entire church and the neighborhood.
Absolutely, that's the way it was. You had to get in front of the church back in them days.
Mama was devastated and couldn't face me. I was very happy about having a baby. I stole $500 from a
Oh,
church
that's my
member.
sister, he read my sister's.
Oh, that's what it was?
Yes, my sister.
And bought babies? That's your sister.
That's my
isn't it?
sister, it's a part of the book that's called Sister Act. It's
Oh, yeah,
her
that's
part,
absolutely.
and that's in her works.
Okay.
Because I couldn't tell this story without her,
Mm-hmm.
right? And her story, you have to get some tissue for her story.
Get out my house, stanky bitches.
Yeah,
She was
oh,
dating.
that's my mama.
Your mama called you a stanky bitch?
Oh, every cuss word and, that you, I mean, for years, that was my name.
Stanky bitch.
Anything. My mother threw knives at us, hatchets. She carried a
Hatchet?
meat. My mother carried a meat cleaver in her purse. I watched my mother cut a man till his guts came out. So, yeah, my mother was violent. She was violent. So, as you can see, it just.
How much-
See what I mean?
the
The
book
books are
is-
$15.99.
Come on tomorrow, get this book as well. Should have a couple rising above the scars. And many of you are scarred. You may not have a physical scars, and always your scars are not physical or not visible, rather, to everybody else. But you cut up. You in bad shape. Somebody's taken a meat cleaver and cut your life apart, and you ain't even went and got a Band-Aid. You ain't got no stitches. But come for your healing on tomorrow from 2 on to 4. Get there because they're gonna start on time. So start getting there because we're having the girls mentoring program. You might want to bring your daughters in the morning from 10 until 12, and then from 2 until 4. They're going to have the symposium. There's going to be a gentleman there tomorrow as well who was sexually abused. He's going to tell his story as well on tomorrow. I'm going to be there, and I'm going to just sit there and listen. And if we have to bring her back later in the year, then we're going to do that. Because there are many women, and I think I got on this tangent a few months ago when I started hearing about certain things that was going on in our community. And as I share with women all the time, some of your children have had, so far this year, they have had 2 daddies already this year. This y'all new daddy. You know, this April, this your new daddy. and they know they do another daddy by July. Okay, yeah, they do a new dad. This y'all, Raymond ain't gonna be here no more, this Pookie, he y'all, yeah, Lil Peanut gone too. This here Pookie, he y'all new dad. We gonna be together forever, okay? And you bring your daughters, you bring these men in, first their ass is unemployed, ain't got no damn job, they ain't got no dreams, ain't got no goals, ain't got no aspirations, they ain't even got a damn car. They take you to your job. You got to be the damnedest fool on the planet if you already got a car, you already got a job, and the man you bring into your house has no job, and he gonna stay there with the children. We ain't gotta go no daycare, cause Pookie love my daughter just like he loved me, and he's gonna try to love her or lust her the same way he loves you, because he really don't like your ass. His mama put him out, or the last woman put him out, and his ass ain't got nowhere to stay. So you just, especially if it was income tax time, he's still there, because he'll spend all your money, and he ain't got nowhere else to go until next income tax season. He's still there in your house. And your daughter hears your head being banged up against the headboard. Ain't it good to you, baby? And you tell that damn lie it's good, and I don't even know how your thing even get wet for a broke ass man. It ain't supposed to get wet. Your clit ain't even supposed to twitch for a man that ain't got nothing to give you but some wangling thing. And if that's all you got in a relationship, your daughter is hearing that. And what kind of woman does your daughter become when you set the example of being trifling yourself?
You know what, that is, and everything you said is true, unfortunately it's true, but you only attract what you are, and that's the truth. You only attract what you are, and the behavior comes from what you have been role modeled. And what I love about me is, a lot of that's my story, like, you know, when you and I had a conversation, you know, that bitch, that hoe was Janelle. But see, I'm grateful today that I was able to see that behavior.
How many minutes I got left?
Thing that,
Huh? I got 6 minutes. I gotta get Stacey song on, because he ain't paid me.
you sure do.
This busy. You got Stacey's record ready? Yeah. And this song really works for a lot of you women. His song is called Let It Rain. And that's all some of y'all want to do. Y'all want somebody to give you some money, and you give nothing back in return. All you're looking for is a trick. And you are the trick. You know, you're tricking yourself out of life. You're tricking yourself out of an existence. You got it ready? This is Stacey Marino and Let It Rain. You know I forgot them. Let it rain. We don't have time to get my record on. We'll play it tomorrow at the church. I don't think I got it in this phone, no way.
And that's what I try to do is change that behavior. That's what I do. Because we already know that. And I promise you, I have women, you know, who on the house here, young girls that go to school, but there's stuff in there. I mean, it's the truth, but I'm not gonna speak what I know. It's that mentality. And so we have to change that. And I'm that I know. I want to be a good woman. They look at that man, and then they talk, play the man, and the mama does that. See, it's moral behavior. Now, I'm not saying everybody will be wrong, but for most of it is. And so we can use, I can use my platform to say, I'm not asking someone to say, I mean, let me try. But it just takes some time to say, let's try to turn this around. And I got one I work with, I got one I work with in years, I need to turn my life around. But it's not easy. That's what I'm trying to say. So, it's all about getting them to see that. They can't see, they think they know it.
Okay.
Am I right? They think they got, we know what that going on. But if we get in reality, if we get
How many minutes I got left?
You got 2 minutes left.
2 minutes.
Seconds.
How I wish that you were mine.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
That's my good friend Stacy Marino. And y'all can, if you want to hear the record, go to YouTube. We got about 2 minutes left. I need y'all there tomorrow. Okay? Come on. Do like y'all do when y'all go to the concert. This is going to change your life on tomorrow. It's going to change. Many of you women right now, you ain't never told your husband. And he's wondering why you're sexually frustrated. There's certain sexual acts you want to perform, you want to please your husband, but it takes your mind back to a time and a day, and I don't know why I'm freezing on this screen. Why am I freezing on the screen? There I am. It takes your mind back to a day of abuse. Maybe you might even need to bring him with you. You need to share your story. You need to release. You need to get it out of your system. Everybody in the room, I'm 99% sure, will have gone through the same issues that you've got. In a minute, tell us what's going to happen tomorrow, Dr. McSwain.
Tomorrow, I want you to come and hear me tell my story, you know, the real and the rawness. I want you to come, I want you to touch, I want to love you, I want to hug you. Come out, because I want you to have permission to tell your story. See, it's your story, am I right? It's yours, baby. Nobody owns it but you, is yours. And when you start talking about it, you start feeling better. And the more you talk about it, the more your healing starts. Somebody say, I want to be healed. Well, how do I start, Janelle? Start by owning, start by sharing, write it down. You know, record it, bury it, burn it. Do whatever you got to do to be free. I'm not here to judge you. I'm not here to talk about you. I got a past. We all got a story. All of us got a story, right? Tell yours, it's yours. Come on out tomorrow. Hear me talk about my story, how I came up, how I became successful, how I overcame, and how I want to help you overcome. So it's going down. Failure is not enough.
You have no reason to be ashamed. All of us got an X in front of our names. We're X this, that, or the other. You need to come. You've been holding this in all of your life. You're going through it. Or you might want to bring your daughters who is going through, or maybe she got a
Not
man.
little bitty children.
No, not the little bit.
Yeah.
No, we don't need them.
Bring
I'm
them
talking
in.
about, no, this is gonna be grown, and I'm gonna turn her loose in that fellowship hall. If she wanna call somebody a mother,
I won't do that. I don't. No, I won't do that.
you don't come.
Not like that. You know, we gotta respect our ladies, status. We gotta
What kind of
respect
cuss
our
words
young
you
girls.
use?
You know, I may share the story and talk about my mother might have called me a name, you know.
Like a
but
stinking
I'm not gonna
bitch.
call you a name.
Okay. I ain't said you were gonna call them. I said you were gonna call the women up now. But if it just come up and said, look, it was a shame that it happened in my life.
Anybody who has seen Janelle McSwain know what she does.
And get the book. I got to go. Thank you so very much. Looking for you Sunday morning as well. Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministries, where the sermon will be Sunday morning. What that mouth do. Until Sunday morning, and remember, those of you that's watching me, you'll be able to go Sunday morning to the church Facebook page, Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministries, and watch the program of the show Sunday live. Until Monday evening, top of the evening to you. Oh! Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Woo. Now I can go get me a drink.
I need a drink too.
Ooh, Jesus.
They're playing all day long. Gotta tell myself.